When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
All right, welcome out here to Pittsville, Wisconsin here. We're a Central Wisconsin South high school varsity baseball. Pittsville hosting, the Pittsville Panthers hosting the Cardinals of Stevens Point. Pacelli here. Well, our Auto Select pregame show here to start things off, which is Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. So Pittsville comes in here with an overall record today of 16-0. They are 7-0 in the CWC South Conference. Regis to keep their mark unblemished here on the season. Back on April 11th, if you're keeping track at home, Pittsville are on the hill only a few weeks ago now here. 3.5 weeks to be exact. So, and Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston, beg your pardon. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. So Logan Zicker looks to be out on the hill for Pittsville here. He'll start things off again, as we mentioned in our Auto Select pregame show. He was out on the hill, pitched very, very well. In fact, I think he was one of our Zaleski Sports Highlight House players, along with Dawson Luther, just 25 short days ago, where Pittsville came out of there with a 5-3 victory. And again, as we mentioned on our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame here, they are 16-0 here on the year. They will next be hosting, it looks like, Almond Bancroft on Thursday. Celli, on the other hand, after today, will be at Iola, weather permitting, tomorrow. Hopefully the weather can hold up for that. And then Pacelli will be at Tri-County on Thursday. Extra fanfare, perhaps. A lot of those players present on that day certainly want to come out and see that if you can. That will be on Saturday, May 11th, out at Buchholz Park in Stevens Point. Badun over to second. Pitched very, very effectively this year, has Lucas. And a called strike to start things off for Lucas Hammerly's at bat here. Lucas, the junior, batting the number 4 spot here for Pacelli. And the coach Wayne Sankey out there, of course, at third. I believe Sam Grivach out there as well. So and Zickert's offering is fouled back here. So Hammerly goes, count remains 0-2 to Lucas. Junior Kelton Opper in the home here. And Zick to Lavasa.com to find an agent near you. He'll be out on the hill today for Pacelli. And Opper offers, so quickly 0-2 here to the junior left-handed hitting and pitching Kelton Opper here. Zicker with 2 outs. Ball misses out here, so 1-2 now to Opper. And a swing and a miss, so Zickert will retire Opper. They get a hit, no runs, no errors. We will move to the bottom half of inning number 1. Our score 0-0 here on Zaleski Sports. You're listening to high school baseball, Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
You want a job? You want a career? Farner Asphalt of Stevens Point is hiring. Farner Asphalt of Stevens Point needs laborers, truck drivers, and equipment operators now. Enjoy year-round benefits by calling Farner Asphalt 800-332-3360 to apply, or go to Farner Asphalt. Farner Asphalt is an equal opportunity employer including disability and veterans. Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional.com.
All right, back here on Zaleski Sports here. We are about set to embark upon the bottom half of inning number 1 here out in Pittsville. Felt's Dairy, the culture of Wisconsin is forever tied to life on the farm. Bring the family for a visit to Felt's Dairy Store in Stevens Point. Cheeses, dairy products, local meats, seasonal decor, and so much more. That is Felt's Dim Show here. Just 25 short days ago, these two teams squared off down in Stevens Point at Buchholz Park, and Pittsville came out of there with a 5-3 victory behind Logan Zickert on the hill for Pittsville, and we saw Kelton Opper the last time out these two teams pitch. So overall, a pretty good baseball game. Back a few weeks ago, and we mentioned in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame, Pittsville again with that unblemished 16-0, 7-0 conference record. Pacelli 8-6 overall with the 5-2 conference record here. Logan Zickert will lead things off here for Pittsville. Kelton Opper out on the hill. Asher Jordan over at first. Hammerly out at second. Lucas Hammerly. Sully Schober, the freshman, over at third. And Melise Badoon out at short. Jaden Garski will be in the outfield, out in left field for Pacelli. Bryce Flaker out in right field. And Peyton Flees, pretty much their everyday center fielder, rounding out the defensive front here for Pacelli. So Logan Zickert, who we saw with the 2 strikeouts last half inning, start things off here for Pittsville. Dawson Luther in the on-deck circle for the Panthers. Opper set, and the pitch. Oh, misses low here, 1-0. Opper, the crafty left-hander. You've seen him a few times here. Ball hit fairly sharp to Hammerly. That's going to be a tough play. And Zickert will be aboard. And that will be a reach on the E4. At least that's what it appears to be anyway. So Dawson Luther, the shortstop here, had some excellent hitting the last time we saw him with Pacelli here a few weeks back. And Opper misses low. Renke with a stop. Meanwhile, Logan Zickert will be down to second base here. Early goings here. Brad Neve in the on-deck circle, the first baseman here today for Pittsville. Braden Friday, the third baseman, hitting in the 4 spot. 1-0 here to Luther. And Opper goes upstairs, a 1. Count goes 1-1 here on Dawson Luther. Logan Zickert, the lead runner, out at second. Opper out of the stretch. And his offering misses low, and Zickert will reach third. Count now goes 2-1 on Dawson Luther. Still nobody out here for the Cardinals. Ball misses out here, so 3-1 hitters count here to left-handed hitting shortstop Dawson Luther. And he's swinging a miss here. Count now full to Luther. Hopper from the stretch, set, and the pitch. Ball hit to Hammerly over at second. The 4-3 will retire Luther, but not before Zickert scores. First run here of the ball game. The RBI 4-3 put out here brings up first baseman Brad Neve here. Ball back to Hammerly at second. Hammerly, and it looks like throw may have been just a bit low. Jordan not able to scoop that one in here, so Neve will reach. And they're going to score that an error here, so that will be a second error here of this half inning. And that brings up Braden Friday, the third baseman here, with one out. And that ball is going to hit Braden Friday, so the hit by pitch will advance Neve over to second. Eric Ranke, the freshman catcher, to have a few words with his junior pitcher, Kelton Hopper. Visit Marshfield Dairy Fest, which is May 31st through June 2nd. Check out marshfieldchamber.com for all the details. See you in Marshfield for a fun-filled weekend. So Darren Luther here hitting in the 5 spot here. 24, the right fielder. Couple of runners on for Darren. Hopper with a 1 out here and a called strike to Darren. So Neve out at second. Friday down at first there. Hopper from the stretch and the pitch. This is in, looks like. So count now goes 1-1 here on Darren Luther. It's to be Grant Radaman over in the on-deck circle for Pittsville. 1-0 early goings here, Pittsville, bottom half of inning number 1. Ball bit upstairs now, 2-1 to Darren Luther. And Hopper's offering a called strike. So the count now goes 2-2 here on Darren Luther. And Hopper's pitch here misses down low in the dirt outside and low here. So full count now here on Darren Friday. Ball gets away there for a moment from throwback from Reinke to Hopper. Nobody goes anywhere though, so full count now here, 1 out to Darren Friday. Hopper's pitch fouled into the backstop. Count will remain full here. Again, have done some pretty nice things down here. The new seating, I believe. At least I don't recall this last year anyways. Of course, the lights. Pretty nice facility, no doubt. So, and an even better day for baseball outside. Hopper here. This is outside, so Darren Luther will reach on the base on ball. That will load things up here for Grant Radaman. Still just the one out here. Ben Friday in the on-deck circle for the Panthers here. Jordan moves up a little bit here at first. Probably going to be looking to maybe try to get a force at home if the ball hit on the ground, one would think. 0-1 here now to Radaman. And a swing and a miss. Reinke back there, though, to hustle after that. So 2 now here to designated hitting Grant Radaman. And Appers and a called third strike, and that is the first strikeout here, which is a Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout, where you can call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. 2 outs now here for Ben Friday, the second baseman here. Bases are loaded here. Hopper trying to work out of this. Called strike to Friday. Derek Grossman in the on-deck circle for the Panthers here. And Hopper misses outside. Reinke there to knock it down here. A 1-1 now, the count to Ben Friday. Hopper trying to maybe try to work himself out of this. 1-2 now, the foul ball here to Friday. And Hopper set. And Hopper's offering. Swung on, that will be a base hit. That should score at least 1 run. And it will. So Friday with an RBI. And Neve will score. And Friday aboard. Coach Saddlemeyer to say a few words out here too is junior left-hander Kel Napper. Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. So 2-0 our score. Bases still remain loaded. The base hit first. Base hit of the game for Pittsville and Ben Friday. So Braden Friday over at third. Darren Luther at second. Of course, Ben Friday down at first. Derek Grossman now. And a called strike to Derek. Jamison Krieger, the catcher in the on-deck circle for Pittsville. 2 runs across thus far here. Bottom half of inning 1. All this is downstairs now, so 1-1 to Derek Grossman. Kelton trying to work himself out of this inning here. Misses a bit upstairs here to Derek Grossman. Count now goes 2-1. And Opper's pitch, called strike. Count now moves even here, 2-2 with 2 outs. Fair amount of 2s on the board right now. And a swing and a miss, and that will be out number 3, and that is another of ServPro Jamie Wenzel strikeout, where you can call Jamie Wenzel at ServPro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. That will be the end of inning 1 here. 1 hit, a couple of runs. We will move to the top half of inning number 2. You're listening to and watching high school baseball, Pacelli Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun, Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Rocky Rococo.
My pizza.
Pizza, hands down pizza.
I love it.
Cheese sauce, toppings and spices.
You'll love it too.
Rocky Rococo. Whole pie or slices. Hot, thick, chewy, crunchy, saucy. Rocky Rococo. Pizza. Rocky Rococo.
All right, back out here in Pittsville. 2-0 Pittsville with the early lead here. Top half of inning number 2 underway here. Logan Zickert back out for his 2nd inning of work. Sully Schober for the Cardinals, the freshman 3rd baseman here. His first plate appearance here on the afternoon. Senior Nolan Wojcik over in the on-deck circle doing the designated hitting for Pacelli today. Ball hit down the first base line foul here, so 1-1 now to 3rd baseman Sully Schober. Zickert. This is high and up, it looks like, or high and in perhaps, so 2-1 now the count. Zickert's pitch. So hitters count now 3-1 on freshman right-hander Sully Schober. We've certainly seen some nice things out of Sully early goings here in his young high school career. Zickert works the count now full with a called strike. Zickert with a couple of strikeouts back in inning number 1. And that ball foul, did not see where it went. The count remains full now to Schober. And Zickert dealing here. And Schober aboard on the base on ball here for Pacelli to start things off. And left-handed hitting Nolan Wojcik here, doing the DHing here today for Pacelli, the senior. Jaden Garski, the freshman, over in the on-deck circle for Pacelli. One aboard here now for Pacelli. Zickert out of the stretch, looking back. And the offering called strike here to Wojcik. Throw down to 1. Schober retreats back in. 0-1 here now to Wojcik. Zickert snap throw back to 1. Brad Neve, the first baseman over there. And Wojcik swings through. Zickert fastball here, so 0-2 now here to Wojcik. And ball just misses. So now 1-2 here to Nolan. Zickert from the stretch and the pitch misses out here, so count goes even 2-2 here on Nolan. And Zickert misses out here, so full count now to Wojciech. Ball batted foul into the backstop here. Count remains full here to Nolan. Zickert from the stretch, and the pitch here is, boy, I did not see it. I hope to God it's not coming here. It's close, but I lost it in the sun here. Good thing we got Trevor Zaleski, though. He's a good ball spotter, I think. Heck of a production guy and an even equally good ball spotter. So Wojciech draws the base on ball here. And that brings up freshman Jaden Garski. Shuda Funeral Home is your local family-owned and operated funeral home committed to serving families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable funerals. Shuda Funeral Home of Stevens Point and Plover. So, Coach, say a few words here, perhaps with Zickert here. The early couple walks here given up to Sully Schober and Nolan Wojciech. Nobody out here for Pacelli. Jaden Garski again. We've seen him lately. Certainly we've seen him some in the outfield, and certainly getting some reps for that young man and early in his high school baseball career here. So Schober aboard at second, lead runner with Wojciech down at first. Nobody out here. Zickert works out of the stretch here for Pittsville. And pitch to Garski here, showing bunt. That will get the runners across, so Garski that will advance Schober over to third and Wojciech over to second. Sacrifice bunt here. Pretty nice bunt, I would say. Job is done here. So Bryce Flaker, the freshman here. And a called strike. And Zickert may have had a couple extra notches on that one. That thing was humming in there. At least from my angle anyways. I'll hit out to right. That will drop for a base hit, and that will score the first run here for Pacelli. Bryce Flaker, who we saw a little bit last week. As Coach Wayne had mentioned last week, getting some of these guys some of that experience, and Flaker gets the first hit of the game here for Pacelli, also the first run, so 2-1 the score now. And Badoon here back top of the order here. And a called strike to Melise. Melise had the base on ball last inning. One out here, couple runners on for Pacelli. Off-speed pitch. Poked foul here down the third base side. Quickly 0-2 now here to Badoon. And throwback. Nearly in time. That is Wojcik out at second. They're not. And Flaker sliding in there. Let's see what they score that here. That will be a hit. Yep, it definitely is a hit. So Badoon Flees with a base hit, hits first at bat. Down the third base line was Peyton. So 1 for 1 here for Peyton. Wojcik out at third. Flaker out at second. An off-speed pitch. Called strike here to Fleece. And Zickert's offering a swing and a miss. So 1-2 now to Fleece. And we mentioned had the base hit back in inning 1. 2-1 our score. And Flees lays off here. Count goes even now to senior Peyton Flees. Asher Jordan in the on-deck circle for Pacelli. Ball poked foul here, so count remains even now here on Fleece. And Zickert out of the stretch here to Fleece. Off-speed pitch got him. The drop third strike. For the second out here for Pittsville. Brings up Asher Jordan. Had the sack bunt back in inning number 1, did Asher. Zickert out of the stretch here for the Panthers. And his offering, this is down low here, so 1 now to, or beg your pardon, 1-0 to Jordan. And a called strike to Jordan. Fastball in there, 1-1 here now to Jordan. Ball misses here now, so 2-1 here to Asher. Playing over at first today. We've seen him in a couple different spots. Can play a number of spots here for the Cardinals, the senior Jordan. That pitch just misses now, so hitters count now 3-1 on Jordan. Seen him at first, seen him at second, seen him certainly out on the mound. That ball is dropping in for a base hit. And that will score 2 runs here. We'll score 3 runs. So Jordan will reach the RBI single here for Pacelli. Wojcik scores. Flaker scores and Badoon scores. Couple out here for Lucas Hammerly, who struck out his last at-bat. So Hammer 0 for 1 here. Fouls that one away, so 1 here to Lucas. Ball. And that ball thrown away, and Jordan will score. Asher Jordan heads up base running there for Pacelli. 0-1 the count here. Hammer again 0 for 1 here in the afternoon. 2-1 here. Well, hitters count here now to Lucas. Kelton Opper, the on-deck hitter here for Pacelli. Zickert's offering a called strike. And count now goes full here to Lucas. Zickert's pitch. Hit sharply. And that will be in for a base hit as well. Hammerly going to second with those wheels. He'll slide in for a double. So Hammerly has some definite speed, and he legged that one out all the way. So rewarded with the double for Lucas. Opper takes a called strike here. Five to our score here. Right. Top half of inning number 2. One here on Opper. And that ball misses upstairs now to Opper, so 2-1. Ball misses down though, so hitters count here to junior Kelton Opper. Trying to help himself out here as the pitcher here today. Trying to help his cause here out on the batter's box. And Opper will draw the base on ball here. A couple base runners on base here for Jelly and Sully Schober, who led this inning off. Back to the plate here. Rock and Roll Cafe, treat the whole family to breakfast or lunch at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Mexican and American dishes cooked to perfection daily on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. Also brought to you today here by Rocky Rococo's. Rocky Rococo's pan-style pizza and pasta is a Stevens Point favorite for dine-in, takeout, or delivery. Always supporting local and always an easy and affordable choice for your next family night out, fast food on the go, or called strike. And a called strike too, so quickly 0-2 to Schober, who had to walk his last at bat. And a called third strike, so Zickert works his way out of that. That will be the top end of this top half of inning 2 here. Chelly does come up with 1, 2, looks like 3 hits here. 5 runs. We will move to the bottom half of inning number 2 here. You are listening to and watching high school baseball here, Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally created space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love
Next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel, our highly skilled staff options today.
That last half inning, Pittsville will be led off here by catcher Jamison Krieger. Logan Zickert in the on-deck circle for Pittsville. Krieger's first at-bat here for Pittsville today. And Opper out on the hill for his second inning of work for Pacelli. And Opper with a fastball. 0-1 the count here to Krieger. And a called strike. And Hopper misses up here, so 1-2 to Jamison. Hopper working here, and the pitch inside here, so count goes even now here on Krieger. And Hopper's pitch high, so count now goes full. We are in the bottom half of inning number 2 here out in Pittsville. Nobody on here for the Panthers. And Hopper's offering misses upstairs, so Krieger will be aboard on the base on ball here for the Panthers. And Zickert representing the top of the order here for Pittsville. He had reached on the E4 back in inning 1. Krieger will get the courtesy runner, and that looks like that is Wyatt Radaman. Pinch running for the Panthers. So Hopper's offering here. Ball poked foul here. Oh, 1 here to Logan Zickert. Hopper's moved back. Jordan there applies the tag here. Radaman safely retreats. So 1 here now to Zickert. Kelton with that pretty good move over to first. Certainly being a left-handed pitcher definitely doesn't hurt, but he certainly has a good move nonetheless. So count now goes 0-2 here on Logan Zickert. They called strike. And Hopper's offering. Ball misses. Count now goes 1-2 on Zickert. And a swing and a miss, drop third strike. Reinke stays with it, and they will get Zickert for the first out. But Krieger will reach second. The drop third strike here. And that brings up Dawson Luther, had the 4-3 ground out to Hammerly, which did result in an RBI, however, for Pittsville back in the last inning here. Hopper's speed, off-speed pitch just missed here, so 1-0 now to Dawson Luther. Radaman out at second to base runner here, pinch running. Now 2-0 now here to Dawson. And a called strike. So 2-1 now to Dawson Luther. Wyatt Radaman out second. 1 out here. Hopper's offering is, this is down low. Reinke the throw down. going to get him, so Radaman will reach third base now here. Hitters count now for Dawson Luther. Radaman to score here, so that represents third run here for Pittsville. Brad scored a run. Ball misses down, may have gotten a piece of our umpire here, not sure. A runner in scoring position now. Brad Neve with a 1-0 count. Ball hit out into the right center gap. That could be extra base. Maybe, well, that'll be a single. That will play to run. Oh, Luther scores the run here. 5-4. And that will bring up third baseman Braden Friday here. Braden had to walk his last at bat here, back in inning 1. Then a called strike to Braden. Hopper's pitch. This is upstairs now to Friday, so 1-1 the count. With Brad Neve out at first for the Panthers. And a called strike here, so 1-2 now to Braden Friday. One out here, bottom half of inning 2. And Opper's pitch. A called third strike, and that is the Servpro Jamie Wenzel strikeout, where you can call Jamie Wenzel at Servpro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. So Darren Luther steps up here. He had the walk last half inning, or last inning, I should say. Ball misses down low to Darren Luther, the right fielder. 2 outs now here. Pacelli clinging to that 5-4 advantage here early goings. And Opper misses upstairs. 2-0 now here to Darren Luther. Again, we mentioned he had to walk his last at-bat. And Opper the throw back. Jordan there to apply the tag to Brad Neve. 2-0 now to Luther. And Opper's offering. This is down and low here, so 3-0 now to Darren. Grant Radaman over in the on-deck circle should Darren Luther reach here for Pittsville. And Opper's pitch. This is upstairs, so the 4-pitch base on ball here given up to Darren Luther. He will advance down to second, and then we'll bring up Grant Radaman, 0-for-1 here in the afternoon. Struck out his last at-bat looking back over in inning #1. So Neve out at second, Darren Luther out at first. 2 outs here for Pacelli. Opper trying to work his way out of this here. Ball misses down here, so Radaman 1-0. 2-0 now here to Radaman. And a called strike to Grant. And Opper's offering pelted foul here, so count goes even here on Grant Radaman. Neve out at second. Darren Luther out at first. And Opper out of the stretch here, and his pitch hit toward a short, long throw for Badoon, and they're not going to get it in time. It's going to be a tough play. We'll see how that is scored. They're going to score that a hit, so Radaman aboard here. It was a tough play no matter how you look at it. So Neve over to third, Darren Luther to second. And Radaman reaches 2 outs here for Ben Friday. Had the base hit back in inning 1 here, did Ben. Opper misses upstairs here. So Ben is 1 for 1 here today for Pittsville. 5-4 our score here. Pacelli clinging to that 1-run lead here. Bottom half of inning 2. And Opper's pitch inside. So 2-0 now here to left-handed hitting second baseman Ben Friday. And a called strike. Bases are loaded, nowhere to put them, as they say. So Opper goes 3-1 here on Ben Friday. Hitter's count here to Ben. Derek Grossman in the on-deck circle for the Panthers. And Opper's offering a called strike. Friday, so full count here to Ben Friday. Opper doing his best to try to get out of here and limiting the runs from scoring here. Step off, check the runner back at 2, no throw down, so count still full here. And Opper's pitch. That's going to be a base hit out into left, and that will score 1, possibly a second run, and it will. That will play to 2 runs here, as Neve will come in to score, as will Darren Luther. Radaman over to second, and Ben Friday aboard with a base hit. And Coach Sankey will make a pitching change. We'll take a few moment pause here for commercial break. You are listening to and watching high school baseball, Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
Good day. Cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa. And the cheese be with you.
All right, back out here at Pittsville. Pittsville takes the 6-5 advantage here. We have a pitching change. Junior Melise Badoon in relief of Kel Knopper today. He goes 1 2/3 innings. And the 4 strikeouts here for Pacelli. We've seen Badoon a few times here. Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. Now that brings up Derek Grossman here for Pittsville. 0 for 1 here on the afternoon. Struck out swinging his last at-bat. Left fielder Derek Grossman here with right-hander Melise Badoon out on in relief here of Kelton Opper. Ben Friday down at first. Grant Radaman out at second. Badoon out of the stretch. Pitch, that's gonna drop in for a base hit. They're gonna send the run home, and that will score Radaman. So Grossman with an RBI. Ben Friday down to second. Grossman down to first. Jamison Krieger here. He walked his last at-bat. That ball hit in the hole. That's going to be a tough play. And they're not going to get there. That will be a base hit for Jamison Krieger. And Logan Zickard here. His third at-bat on the afternoon. 0 for 2 here on the afternoon. Scored a run back over in inning 1. Trying to help out his cause today. And he called strike Badoon. And that ball hit. Fleas has a beat on it. And that will be the end. Not before Pittsville comes out of here with 6 base hits and 5 runs here, so they take the 7-5 advantage. We move to the top half of inning number 3, 7-5 Pittsville. You're listening to and watching high school baseball, Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
All right, back out here on Zaleski Sports. Nolan Wojcik to lead things off here today. Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. So Wojcik had to walk his last at-bat over in inning number 2 here. Zickard out for his 3rd inning of work today. Wojcik had the walk and the run scored. This time he will lift that one into center. That will be the first out here. Wojcik retired on the F8. Jaden Garski here now had the sack bunt back over in inning number 2 here. Did freshman Jaden Garski, playing in left field today. 1-0 now to Garski. That ball fouled into the netting here, so 1-1 here to Garski. And Zickert's offering over to short in the 4-3 put out. So Garski retired quickly. 2 outs here as Jaden Garski grounds out to second here. That brings up Bryce Flaker. Had a base hit back in inning number 2. 1-for-1 here for Bryce. Fouls that one back. Farner Asphalt want to make excellent seasonal money in a short window of time this spring, summer, and fall. Joining Farner Asphalt, your locally owned leader in pavement contracting. Farner is the industry leader in quality, service, and most importantly, safety. Take advantage of these excellent seasonal wages and apply today at farnerasphalt.com. So quickly, 2 outs here, nobody on. Bryce Flaker here, hitting in Chelly's top half of inning number 3 here. And Flaker with a swing and a miss. 0-2 quickly to Flaker here. 1-for-1 for Bryce. And Zickert's offering a called strike 3. So quick work there for Logan Zick. 1-2-3 inning, no runs, no hits, no errors. We move to the bottom half of inning number 3 here. Score 7-5 Pittsville. You're listening to and watching high school baseball, Pacelli Baseball, here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Buy 3 Goodyear tires and one is free in March at Sherrill Tire and Auto. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
All right, back out here on Zaleski Sports. Our scoreboard showing Pittsville 7, Pacelli 5. Pittsville with the 7 hits today. Pacelli with the 4 hits. Bottom half of inning number 3, Dawson Luther to lead things off here for the Panthers. 1 for 2 here in the afternoon. Scored a run, RBI as well. The base hit back in his last at-bat. Badoon back out for his second inning of work here, in on relief of Kelton Opper. And Badoon goes 1-0 on Luther. Brad Neve in the on-deck circle for Pittsville. That ball lifted into right, or right center, I guess, drifting. And Flea's not able to come up with it. The ball was originally kind of geared towards right, and then it kind of drifted over the right center field area. So Luther reaches on the E8. And Brad Neve steps up here. 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Had a base hit his last at-bat. And a run scored as well. Dawson Luther aboard for Pittsville. And that ball hit. Badoon calling it off, and he will retire Neve here, or the F to 1 here, or the first out. And Braden Friday here, 0 for 1 in the afternoon, struck out his last at bat, had the walk back over in inning 1. Dawson Luther out at second. Badoon's offering a called strike to Braden Friday. 7-5 our score. And that will hit Braden Friday. So he will reach SC Swiderski and SCS Apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Visit scswiderski.com. So Friday board on the hit by pitch here. Dawson Luther out at second and Darren Luther up here. Darren, a couple of walks today. Runs scored. And a 1-0 count here in his third plate appearance. That ball hit right on the screws out into right, down to Flaker, a base hit for Darren Luther. That loads things up here for the designated hitting Grant Radaman here. 1 for 2 for the afternoon for Grant. Had a base hit and a run scored his last at-bat back in inning 2 here. Badoon working with 1 out here for the Cardinals. Works out of the stretch. Dawson Luther, the lead runner there for Pittsville. And Radaman fouls that one back into the backstop here. 0-1 the count here. That ball hit in the hole. That's going to be a tough play, and that will be a base hit, and that will score a run. That is Dawson Luther coming in to score. Friday goes to third. Darren Luther to second, and Radaman with his second base hit today for Pittsville. And Ben Friday here. 2 for 2 here this afternoon. And a called strike. Badoon to Friday here. Ben with a couple of base hits today. And that ball hit out of play here. Friday down 0-2 here to Badoon here. Derek Grossman, believe in the on-deck circle. And Badoon with the second out in the ServPro Jamie Wenzel strikeout, where you can call Jamie Wenzel at ServPro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. So 2 outs now here. Ball hit sharply to short. Be a tough play. They're going to get the force. And Grossman will be retired on the fielder's choice, 6-4. We will move to the top half of inning number 4. Scoreboard showing 8-5 Pittsville. You're listening to and watching high school baseball, Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
Whether it's throwing form, hitting, to be very strong and very flexible at the same time.
I care. Same as all the other guys. Me! Hey, Mike, you.
Did it just get better in here? Half of inning number 4, Melise Badoon to lead things off for Pacelli. Melise had a walk and a base hit, so 1 for 1 here for Melise, the junior. Count to Badoon. And Badoon quickly gets a 3-0 count here, so all likelihood Badoon. 1 for 1 here today. Ball smashed foul down the third base line. Count goes full now here to Badun. Zickert on for his, as we mentioned here, 4th inning of work today. Badun stays alive here. Peyton flees in the on-deck circle for Pacelli. Pacelli with the 4 base hits thus far, the 5 runs. That ball fouled off Badun's shoe there, so the count remains full. Point Brewing. The Stevens Point Brewer is a proud sponsor of local high school athletics. Experience the many refreshing flavors of Point Gourmet sodas. Handcrafted in small batches, each flavor is perfected for your enjoyment. From tasty black cherry cream to the world-famous Point root beer, every bottle is in the house. So full count here to Badun. Brought to you today by Point Heating and Cooling, which is Point Heating and Cooling in Stevens Point and Plover, with more than 100 years of making your home and business comfortable. Call Point Heating and Cooling or visit pointheating.com. That ball just soared above us here in the table area here. Yeah, aforementioned Trevor Zaleski, our ball spotter today, doing a fine job indeed, keeping us safe. Badun slaps another one foul here, still count remains full on Badun. One for one here with a walk. And that ball misses upstairs. Badun will reach on base on ball here. Peyton flees. 1 for 2 here this afternoon. Base hit back over in inning 1. Struck out in inning 2 here. His 3rd at bat here today. And Badun aboard. Zicker with a snap throw over to 1 to Brad Neve. Badun gets back in there safely, so a called strike. Snap throw back to our score. Zicker. And Hammerly will draw the walk. Brings up Kelton Opper. Walked his last at-bat. Struck out back in inning 1. So for 1 here for Kelton today. And that 1-2. 1-1 here. 2 outs. Top half of inning 4. Ball misses low. Count now goes 2-1 on Opper. Zickert misses away, so 3-1 hitters count to Kelton Opper. And Opper will reach on the base on ball. And that brings up freshman Sully Schober, 0 for 1 here today. Had a walk and a run scored back over in inning 2. Got a couple of base runners on with Hammerly out at second and Opper out at first. Ball hit up the middle. Will there be? And they're not going to get the out, and that will score a run. Hammerly will.
Shuda Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home, providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuda Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuda Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
And we are back here on Zaleski Sports. Jamison Krieger to lead things off here. Jamison is 1 for 1 here in the afternoon, scored a run. Had a walk back over in inning 2, the base hit back in inning 3 here. His third plate appearance here for the Cardinals. Badun works out of the stretch here, 1-0 to Krieger. That ball misses down low, so 2-0 now to Krieger. 1 for 1 again for catcher Jamison Krieger. And a called strike, so Badun now 2-1. 8-7 our score here. Pittsville with the 9 hits, Pacelli with the 4. And Krieger swings through. Count goes even now, 2-2. Badun working from the stretch. And his pitch fouled away here, so count remains even here, 2-2. And a called third strike, and that is a Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout, where you can call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. So the first out here in bottom half of inning 4. Krieger retired on the strikeout here from Badun. That brings up the top of the order here in Logan Zickert. Hit down the third base line, going to be a tough play. And that will be a base hit for Zickert. That was going to be a tough play no matter how you sliced it. So Zickert will be aboard here for Pittsville. Dawson Luther here. 1 for 3, reached on the air back at inning 3 here to Dawson. And Dawson swings through the Badun offering here, 0-1. The base hit back over in inning 2. Runner going here, the throw down to 2. Pretty good throw, but Zickert will be aboard with a stolen base. Dawson with the ball hit sharply. That'll be a base hit, and that will plate Zickert. So Luther, second hit here today. Dangerous Dawson Luther. So Brad Neve here. 1 for 3 today. Had the base hit back over in inning 2. 1 out here. And he had the fly out here in the infield to Badun, his last at bat here. Did Brad Neve. 1 for 3. So Badun from the stretch here with Dawson Luther aboard. That ball hit. Flea's not able to come away with it. That's going to be and it will be a base hit for Neve. So Neve with a double. Luther advances over to third. And that brings up Braden Friday. Couple of walks today. Had the strikeout, so 0 for 1 here for Braden, his 4th plate appearance here. Badun's offering misses low. 9-7 our score here. Bottom half of inning number 4. Ball hit foul. Friday stays alive here, 1-1. Home Furniture, turn your house into a home and shop Home Furniture. Home Furniture on Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids and Post Road in Plover. Oh, that ball hit sharply up the middle. That's going to be a tough play. They're not going to get in. A run will score. So Friday with a base hit. Dawson Luther scores his 3rd run today here for Pittsville. Brad Neve advances out over to 3rd. And Braden Friday aboard with a base hit. Brings up Darren Luther. 1 for 1 here with a couple of walks. His 4th plate appearance here. Base hit back over in inning 3. And Badun with the off speed. Darren Luther chases, so 0-1 here to Darren. Brad Neve over at 3rd. Braden Friday over at 1st. Bases, runners on the corner here for Pittsville. And Badun's offering outside here to Luther. A 1-1 the count. Right fielder Darren Luther. Ball hit sharply to second. Ball takes a tough hop. And that will get through, and that will score a run here. Brad Neve comes in to score. Darren Luther will be aboard. And Grant Radaman here, 2 for 3 on the afternoon, couple of base hits, scored a run. He will have his 3rd base hit here, Radaman will. And that will be an RBI for Radaman. Well, 3 hits here for Grant Radaman, scoring Braden Friday. And Coach Sads here maybe to say a few words. We'll see if we get a change or not. If we don't, we'll stay here. Ag Country Farm Credit Services is a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. Contact Ag Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. So Coach Sads to say a few words here to Melise Badun. Looks like Badun will stay on here. Darren Luther out at 2nd. Grant Radaman out at 1st. The 1 out here. And that's Ben Friday here. He's got a couple of hits today. 2 for 3 for Ben today. Base hit back in inning 1 as well as inning number 2 here. Badun misses outside here to Ben Friday. 12-7 our score. We are in the bottom half of inning 4. Badun out of the stretch. Ball will drop in for a base hit, and that will score a run here. Darren Luther comes in to score. Radaman goes to 2nd. And Ben Friday with his 3rd base hit today, by my math. So Derek Grossman steps up here. 1 for 3 here in the afternoon. Had a base hit back over in inning 2. And Badun's offering a called strike to Derek. Grant Radaman out at 2nd. Ben Friday out at 1st. 13-7 our score. Badun's offering misses out, so 1-1 here to Grossman. That ball foul going to be in the stands somewhere here. That will ricochet off the newly installed seats here. A foul ball here to Derek Grossman. 1-2 here now to Grossman. Elisa's off-speed pitch misses here. So count goes even now to Derek Grossman. Ball hit sharply. That's going to be Fleas coming in on it. He will make the play for out number 2 to retire Grossman. And Jamison Krieger, who started this inning off here, will be back up here for second at bat here in this 4th inning. 1 for 3 today. Smashes that one foul. Maida, when it comes to customized apparel or your local sports team apparel, turn to Maida and Stevens Point. From corporate outings to outfit your club or sports team, Maida has all you could need. So Badoon with the runners will both advance there, but the strike to Krieger here, 0-2. So Badoon trying to get out of this bottom half of inning number 4. Ball hit on the ground to Schober. Long throw across the diamond, and he will be safe. So Krieger will be aboard. And Radaman will score. Ben Friday will move to 3rd. And Jamison Krieger with his 2nd hit here today. And top of the order back here to Logan Zickert. Runners at the corner here now for Pittsville, and Friday and Krieger. Ranke blocks that one. Krieger will swipe the base here, so runners now and both in scoring position, 2 outs. Badoon from the stretch, 1-0 here to Zickert. Ball in the dirt. And that ball misses, so count now goes 3-0 here to Zickert. Zickert 1 for 4 today. And called strike, so hitters count now to Zickert. And Zickert will reach on the base on ball here. No bases loaded here. Hoff Favor Real Estate. Andy Hoff and Cindy LaChapelle of Hoff Favor Real Estate Group are your local Stevens Point realtors. That's Andy Hoff and Cindy LaChapelle of Hoff Favor Real Estate. Looks like we'll get a pitching change here from Coach Wayne Sankey. We'll take a few moments here for commercial. We'll be back here momentarily. You're listening to and watching high school baseball. Chile Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
You want a job? You want a career? Farner Asphalt of Stevens Point is hiring. Farner Asphalt of Stevens Point needs laborers, truck drivers, and equipment operators now. Enjoy year-round benefits by calling Farner Asphalt 800-332-3360 to apply, or go to Farner Asphalt. Farner Asphalt is an equal opportunity employer including disability and veterans.
All right, back out here on Zaleski Sports here. 14-7 our score. Pitching change here for the Cardinals. Andrew Van Order, a.k.a. VO here, to come on in relief of Melise Badoon. Van Order, we've seen him a few times here in relief for the Cardinals. Looking to try to get out of this fourth inning here. Nicolay Bank. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. They have locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or learn more at nicolaybank.com. Also brought to you today by Little Scholars Childcare. Little Scholars and Little Scholars Beginnings are two beautiful childcare and preschools in Stevens Point offering early childhood learning for infants through 4K. You'll find great facilities and a comfortable environment to help your child grow. Visit littlescholars.com. So Dawson Luther here. Couple of base hits here for Dawson today. That ball hit. That'll be in the hole, so that'll be a base hit for Luther, his third hit of the afternoon. And that will play to run here for Pittsville. And another run coming home. So Friday will score. Krieger will score. And I believe that was Zickert that scored. And Luther will be aboard here. Brad Neve here, a couple of base hits, so 2 for. That ball hit sharply. That will be a base hit for Brad Neve, his third base hit here today. Cheese Pleasers. Cheese Pleasers in Bancroft is a local hidden gem filled with all the finest cheeses, snack sticks, cheese curds, and cheese trays. For Wisconsin's finest cheese, stop at Cheese Pleasers right off I-39 in Bancroft. So Van Order works out of the stretch here for the Cardinals, 2 outs. Braden Friday here. Base hit his last at-bat, walked prior to that. Couple of walks today. So 1-1 here. And the trade wins here starting to pick up. So 1-1 here to Braden Friday. And that ball will hit Friday. And they're saying it did not hit him, I think. Fleet Farm. Pick up all your pet's favorites from Fleet Farm. Find everything from food and treats to toys and health products under one roof. From all the brands you trust, dogs or cats, they've got you covered. Shop your pets' everyday essentials at Fleet Farm. So they are going to say that ball did not hit Friday, so it will be 2-1 here to Darren Friday. That ball hit. Be a tough play. And that will be made by, looks like Melise Badoon going out there. And that will be the end of 5th inning here. 17-7 our score. Beg your pardon, end of 4 innings. We'll move to the top half of inning 5. You're listening to and watching high school baseball, Pacelli Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Feltz Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Feltz Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
All right, back out here on Zaleski Sports. Pittsville comes away with a pretty big inning there, nine runs in that half inning, so 17-7 our score. Wood Street Rentals, no matter the job big or small, look to Wood Street Rentals to get the equipment you need to get the job done. Offering a wide range of equipment needs and delivery to any job site, look to Wood Street Rentals in Stevens Point. Also brought to you today by Culligan Water. Get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at culliganh2o.com. And we are also brought to you today by Stevens Point Orthopedics. Stevens Point Orthopedics is proud to provide athletic training services to Pacelli athletes. Stevens Point Orthopedics, world-class treatment, hometown care. So Andrew Van Order here in. His first plate appearance here today for the Cardinals. Ball batted foul. Bounce off the building here. So 1-1 here to VO. We saw VO come in on relief. Last inning to Andrew. 2-1 here to Andrew. Andrew's generally done a pretty nice job when called upon out on the hill for the Cardinals in the relief pitcher spot. One of the senior arms here for this Pacelli squad. Dawson Luther to try to close. I think he's part of this game here for Dawson, senior right-hander here. So full count now here to VO. And VO strikes out swinging, so that will be the first out. And that will bring in Bryce Flaker. He is 1 for 2 here today. Had a base hit back over in inning 2, did Bryce. Luther firing a strike here. In on relief of Logan Zickard, who pitched a pretty decent game, I would say. Just gave up the 4 hits. Had some errors sprinkled in there to give that 7 runs, but again, thought he pitched pretty well, did Logan Zickard today. And again, we saw him 3 weeks ago as well. Flaker swings through 1-2 now to Bryce, beg your pardon. Brother is Braden. And Flaker swings, drop third strike. That will be out number 2 here. And that will bring up Melise Badoon here. Melise 1 for 1 today, his 4th plate appearance, couple of walks, had a base hit, run scored back over in inning 2. Looks at a called strike here from Luther. Luther's pitch, a called strike 2. And Luther misses a bit upstairs, so 1-2 now to Badoon. Again, Badoon 1 for 1 here today. Couple of walks. 4th plate appearance. And that ball will hit Melise, so he will be aboard. Peyton Flees now steps up here, 1 for 3 for senior Peyton Flees. The 6'4" fielder's choice, his last at bat back over in inning 4 here. So Luther to Flees, a called strike. The wind's starting to rumble in here a little bit. That ball lifted. Zickered out at short, and that should do it. So Flees, the F6 to end the game here. That will be the end of the game by way of the 10-run rule here. We'll have our Nasonville Dairy postgame. Hopefully get a few words from Coach Rayburn here, maybe a player or two from the Pittsville squad. Nasonville Dairy, with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. That's Nasonville Dairy. Again, we'll have our brief Nasonville Dairy postgame show. We'll hopefully get a few words here with Coach Rayburn here and a player or two, and we'll be on our way. You've been listening to and watching high school baseball, Pacelli baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here for our Nasonville Dairy postgame.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
All right, Coach Rayburn. We're out here with Coach Rayburn here at the Pittsville Panthers. You guys come out of here with a pretty astounding 17-7 victory. You guys played these guys about 25 days ago. Coach, talk a little bit about today, if you would.
Well, it wasn't our sharpest game defensively or necessarily on the mound. You know, kind of our MO all year has been don't give up a lot of runs. And credit to Pacelli, they came out and hit the ball and put the ball in play. And our defense wasn't quite as sharp as it has been, but the message to the guys then is, you know, good teams find ways to win. And we had 18 hits, and that's going to get it done.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys really kind of broke it open, I think, in that fourth inning. Really, just the hits just kept coming. I mean, I think a lot of guys with 3 base hits today. Anything else about the squad? You guys are 17-0. You guys remain undefeated here. Got about about a month to 5 weeks left in this season. Any other thoughts here? You guys move forward.
We're just looking forward to the next one. We got some tough teams coming up at the end of the year here to kind of get us ready for the playoffs, so we're looking forward to it.
Good. Well, Coach, appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Have a good one. That's Coach Rayburn here with Pittsville, and we've got Dawson Lutheran. Geez, I'm talking way too fast here, Dawson. Talk a little bit about your role today. Coach Rayburn said it best. You guys really good teams find ways to win. You guys, you know, it was a close game, and you guys really broke it open in that fourth inning. Talk a little bit about this squad today.
We started off kind of slow, a little flat. Pacelli got, a 4-1 lead, I believe, something like that. And we just, every time we're down, we've been down plenty of times before this year. We just think one swing at a time and just chip away at it, and that's what we did here today.
Yeah, you guys definitely did that. Dawson, you had a big day at the plate again. I know we kind of nicknamed you Dangerous Dawson Lutheran, but talk a little bit about your role with the team. I know you're one of the leaders, no doubt, but anything you guys are looking at, or you personally are looking at as you move in forward?
Yeah, we're just getting on base and doing good things. It's really all, and we trust each other, and we know that any game we can win.
Absolutely. Dawson, anything else before we let you go? And we'll get you, of course, in the Zaleski Sports Highlight House. Anything else you want to add before we get you in the house here?
Don't think so.
Okay, well, I think you know the drill. I'm pretty sure you do. So we'll count you down. We'll go 3, 2, 1.
I'm Dawson Luther, and I'm in the house.
Nice job, Dawson. Good luck rest of the season. That is Dawson Luther here today with Pittsville Panthers. Again, Pittsville comes out of here with a conference victory, 17-7 over the conference CWC South foe Pacelli Cardinals. As we talked about, a lot of timely hitting, a lot of good things happen, and I think Coach Rayburn said it best, really just when you get guys on base, good things happen, and they certainly did that. They really broke things open in that fourth inning. So that is a final here in Pittsville, 17-7, Pittsville over Pacelli. Pacelli will be back at it here tomorrow, weather permitting. They will be over in Iola for a non-conference game. I'm Brandon Berencott here with Zaleski Sports. Trevor Zaleski on the production does a fine job as always. Have yourself a good Monday evening. You've been watching and listening to high school baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Have a good rest of your night.